Mastering conflict resolution strategies transform tension into collaboration. Welcome to our channel. Conflict is inevitable, but how we handle it makes all the difference. In this video, we explore why conflicts exist and introduce 5 powerful conflict management styles to help you navigate challenging situations. Competing, assertive and uncooperative, focused on winning. Collaborating, a cooperative approach where both parties work to fully satisfy their concerns. Compromising, striking a balance with a mutually acceptable solution. Avoiding, delaying or sidestepping the conflict entirely. Accommodating, yielding to others' concerns, sometimes at the expense of your own. We'll break down when each approach is most effective, how to engage in meaningful conflict resolution, and the best practices for turning conflict into a constructive conversation. Plus, we'll walk you through a 4-step conflict resolution approach. 1. Inquire, listen actively to the other party's perspective. 2. Acknowledge, summarize, and recognize their emotions and viewpoint. 3. Advocate, clearly express your own needs and goals. 4. Problem solve together, collaboratively find a mutually beneficial solution. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might benefit from these conflict management strategies. Why does conflict exist? It's a question many of us have asked, especially in moments of tension and disagreement. Conflict is an unavoidable part of life, arising in our personal relationships, workplaces, and even in society at large. But why does it happen so frequently, and what are the root causes? At its core, conflict stems from differences in goals, values, resources, and perspectives. When individuals or groups pursue opposing interests, it's almost inevitable that tension will arise. Whether it's 2 colleagues vying for a promotion or nations clashing over territorial disputes, the underlying reason is often a conflict of divergent interests and goals. These competing priorities can fuel disagreements, making it difficult for both parties to achieve what they want. A lack of effective communication often makes matters worse. Misunderstandings or unclear intentions can escalate situations that could have been easily resolved. When people fail to express their needs or listen to others, it's easy for conflicts to spiral out of control. For example, a simple miscommunication between friends can quickly evolve into a heated argument if neither party takes the time to understand the other's perspective. The solution? Better communication. Active listening and clarity are key to preventing unnecessary conflict. Another significant cause of conflict is the scarcity of resources. Whether it's money, land, opportunities, or even attention, when resources are limited, competition intensifies. This scarcity often puts people in a position where they feel they must fight for what they want or need, leading to conflict. We see this on a global scale in the competition for natural resources, but it also plays out in our everyday lives, from career advancement to family dynamics. Conflict can also arise from differences in beliefs, values, and practices. Our world is incredibly diverse, and with that diversity comes a variety of perspectives on what is right and wrong. Cultural differences, religious beliefs, and moral values can create friction between individuals or groups who don't see eye to eye. These differences can lead to mutual mistrust, making it difficult to reach common ground. Then there are power dynamics. Disparities in power, influence, or authority often create tension, especially when one party feels exploited or oppressed. Power imbalances can lead to resistance or rebellion, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or broader societal systems. Historical factors also play a role. Past grievances, injustices, or societal norms can perpetuate conflict over generations. Communities or individuals who have experienced long-standing oppression or injustice often carry these wounds, leading to conflicts that persist across time. These unresolved issues can make it difficult to move forward and create new, peaceful relationships. Finally, psychological factors play a major role in conflict. Emotional triggers, biases, and perceptions of threat can intensify disagreements, turning minor issues into major disputes. Our brains are wired to react defensively when we feel threatened, even if the threat is just a perceived one. Understanding our own emotional responses and being aware of these psychological triggers can help us manage conflict more effectively. Conflict management styles and when to use which one. When it comes to conflict, how we choose to handle it can make all the difference. We all encounter conflict in our personal lives, at work, or even online, but not every conflict should be approached the same way. That's why understanding different conflict management styles is essential for navigating these tricky situations. There are 5 main styles of conflict management, and knowing when to use each one can help you resolve issues effectively, without leaving lingering resentment or worsening the problem. Let's break down these styles and explore when and how to use them. 1. Competing. The power play. The competing style is all about being assertive and uncooperative. When you choose to compete, you're prioritizing your own concerns over others, using power to win. This might sound harsh, but there are situations where this style is appropriate, especially when the stakes are high, and there's no room for compromise. When to use competing. In an emergency, where a quick, decisive action is needed. When you believe being right is more important than preserving the relationship, such as defending legal rights. When the issue is trivial and others don't care about the outcome. When to avoid competing. If collaboration hasn't been attempted yet. When preserving relationships or fostering cooperation is essential. Competing can strain relationships, so it should be used carefully, especially in personal or long-term professional settings. 2. Collaborating. The win-win solution. The collaborating style is the ideal when you want to work together with the other party to find a solution that fully satisfies everyone's concerns. This is both assertive and cooperative, requiring commitment and time to get to a creative and mutually beneficial solution. When to use collaborating. When both the issue and relationship are important, and you want to ensure both are protected. When a creative, win-win solution is necessary, especially in complex situations. When there's hope to meet all concerns and needs of both parties. When to avoid collaborating. When time is short, and a quicker decision is needed. When the issue is relatively minor, and spending too much time discussing it is unnecessary. Although collaborating is often the most desirable approach, it requires a lot of effort and a commitment from both sides to achieve the best outcome. 3. Compromising. Meeting halfway. The compromising style is the middle ground. It's moderately assertive and cooperative, aimed at finding a solution that partially satisfies both parties. Compromise often means that each side gives up something to gain something else, which can be an effective way to resolve conflicts quickly. When to use compromising. When cooperation is important, but time or resources are limited. When finding some solution, even if it isn't perfect, is better than no solution at all. When both sides have equal power and need to find a way forward. When to avoid compromising. When finding the best possible solution is critical. When you can't bear the consequences of only partially solving the problem. Compromise is often a practical approach when you're short on time or when the issue doesn't demand a perfect resolution. 4. Avoiding. Stepping back. Avoiding is an unassertive and uncooperative style where you simply don't engage in the conflict at all. It's like putting your head in the sand. Sometimes, that's the best option, but other times, it can lead to unresolved tensions and greater problems down the road. When to use avoiding. When the issue or relationship is insignificant, and it's not worth the effort. When time is short, and addressing the conflict could be more damaging than helpful. When you need to block another person's power. When to avoid avoiding. If you care about both the issue and the relationship. When avoiding could cause negative feelings to fester. Avoiding can sometimes be the best option when the issue is minor or when emotions are too high and you need time to cool down. But be careful not to use it as a default strategy, as it can leave conflicts unresolved. 5. Accommodating. Putting others first. Finally, accommodating is unassertive but highly cooperative. When you accommodate, you put aside your own concerns to meet the other person's needs. While this might sound noble, it's important to use this style wisely, as it can lead to resentment if used too frequently. When to use accommodating. When you don't care about the issue, but value the relationship. When you are powerless to influence the outcome and just want to move on. When to avoid accommodating. If you'll resent the decision later or if it becomes a habit that undermines your own self-respect. Accommodating can be a powerful tool in maintaining relationships, especially when the issue isn't important to you. However, constantly giving in to others can lead to frustration and burnout. Conflict resolution approach. When conflict arises, knowing how to handle it effectively can make all the difference. Whether in personal relationships or at work, the key to successful conflict resolution lies in your approach. Here, we'll explore a step-by-step guide to help you navigate difficult conversations, ensuring you address the problem in a way that builds mutual respect and leads to a lasting solution. Conflict resolution isn't just about calming emotions or fixing a problem in the short term, it's about addressing the underlying issues and ensuring that everyone involved feels heard and respected. To do this, let's break down the essential guidelines for effective conflict resolution. 1. Preparation is key. Before you even enter a discussion, thorough preparation is crucial. Gather all the relevant facts and information, so you're well informed about the situation. Whether it's a disagreement at work over a project or a personal conflict, knowing the details will give you confidence and ensure you don't get caught off guard. Why preparation matters. Walking into a conflict unprepared can lead to confusion, misstatements, and increased tension. By having all the necessary facts, you'll be in a better position to address the issue calmly and constructively. 2. Define the goal. A common mistake in conflict resolution is jumping into the discussion without a clear idea of what you want to achieve. Clearly define the goal of the meeting before it begins. What's the desired outcome? Are you looking for a compromise, an apology, or simply a resolution that satisfies everyone? Why defining the goal matters. If you're not clear about what you want, the conversation can drift aimlessly, leading to frustration on both sides. Having a specific goal keeps the conversation focused and increases the chances of finding a resolution. 3. Prioritize effective communication. Effective communication is at the heart of conflict resolution. This means listening actively to what the other person is saying, confirming your understanding, and delving into the underlying causes of the conflict. Many disagreements arise from misunderstandings, so make sure you're not just hearing, but truly listening. Tip: repeat what the other person says to confirm you understand their point of view. This can diffuse tension and show that you respect their perspective. 4. Non-confrontational opening. When starting the conversation, it's important to keep your tone non-confrontational. Structure your opening sentence in a way that focuses on the problem, not the person. Avoid placing blame and instead, focus on observations, assumptions, and feelings. Why this works. A defensive start can immediately escalate the situation. A non-confrontational approach shows you're open to discussion and are focusing on solving the problem, not attacking the person involved. 5. Foster mutual respect. During the conversation, be mindful of your own behavior and emotions. It's easy to get frustrated, but keeping a calm and respectful demeanor will encourage the other person to do the same. Consider their perspective and try to foster mutual respect throughout the discussion. Tip: pay attention to your body language and tone. Even if you feel frustrated, maintaining a calm, composed demeanor can prevent the conversation from spiraling into an argument. 6. Separate the person from the problem. One of the most important things to remember is to differentiate between the individual and the problem. Don't make it personal. This allows for a constructive debate and helps preserve relationships, especially in work environments. Why this matters? When people feel personally attacked, they tend to shut down or become defensive. Keeping the focus on the problem ensures that emotions don't cloud the discussion and that both parties can work toward a resolution. 7. Address underlying needs and interests. Often, conflicts are not just about surface-level issues, but about deeper needs and interests that are at play. Pay attention to what's really being said, both verbally and through body language. By addressing these deeper needs, you're more likely to find a lasting resolution. Now that we've covered the guidelines, let's break down a 4-step approach to guide your conflict resolution meeting. Step 1. Inquire. The first step is to inquire. Listen attentively to the other person's viewpoint. Acknowledge their desires, observe their body language, and make sure you fully understand where they're coming from. Why this step is critical. Listening shows respect and ensures that you're addressing the actual problem, not just your assumptions about it. Step 2. Acknowledge. After listening, it's important to acknowledge the other person's position. Summarize what they've said and show that you understand not just their viewpoint, but also their emotions and how the situation impacts them. Why acknowledging works. This validation helps de-escalate tensions. When someone feels heard, they're more likely to remain open and cooperative in finding a solution. Step 3. Advocate. Once the other person has finished sharing their perspective, it's your turn to advocate for your needs and desired outcomes. Clearly express what you want from the situation, keeping your tone respectful and your words constructive. Why this matters. Expressing your own needs is crucial for finding a balanced solution. Just be sure to do so in a way that respects the other person's concerns as well. Step 4. Problem solve together. The final step is to problem solve together. Now that both sides have been heard, work collaboratively to explore potential solutions and agree on a mutually beneficial resolution. Why this step is key. Collaboration encourages both parties to take ownership of the solution, making it more likely to be implemented and respected. Here is a key takeaway message from this video presentation. Conflict exists because of a wide range of factors, some external, like competition for resources, and some internal, like emotional triggers. But understanding these underlying causes is the first step toward resolving conflicts. Through open dialogue, skillful mediation, and a willingness to address the root causes, we can not only manage conflict but also turn it into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Choosing the right style. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to managing conflict. The key is understanding the situation, your goals, and the impact your approach will have on relationships. In some cases, competing may be necessary to protect your rights, while in others, collaborating can create long-term benefits for everyone involved. By learning to assess the context and choose the appropriate conflict management style, you can turn disagreements into opportunities for growth and understanding. Remember, effective conflict management is about more than just solving the problem, it's about doing so in a way that strengthens relationships and leads to lasting solutions. In conclusion, effective conflict resolution isn't just about solving the issue at hand, it's about fostering understanding, respect, and cooperation. By following these guidelines and using the 4-step approach, you can turn conflict into an opportunity for growth and stronger relationships. Have you ever managed to solve conflicts? What technique did you find successful? What topic would you like us to cover in future videos? Let us know in the comments. This channel is dedicated to discussing business and personal development. We invite you to explore other exciting topics that are regularly posted on this channel. I wish you a good business startup and continue educating yourself with RBE. See you in the next video on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.